powers of Paramashiva. The Aptas are the Rishis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvars, Siddhas, all of them authority over Hinduism. Atma Pramana. Account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Bhagavan's very own Leela to manifest all the powers by having a superconscious breakthrough from a human to divine. He placed the Leela for showcasing us the ultimate space that we all can experience as power manifestation. The Shakshi Pramana, the experience of the millions of disciple, devotees, followers, initiated by Bhagavan into the science of power manifestation, beautifully experiencing the superconscious breakthrough. Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study, measuring the effect of being in enlightened state. Again and again, Bhagavan beautifully says how we can experience the thoughtless space and the measured by science, all these powers clearly show that we are something in beyond, and which happens, which science is still yet to figure out the details. They are able to record all these details, but not able to infer from what is happening because they only see as a deep sleep state, which is the closest how we experience the superconscious breakthrough. The Shastra Pramana for the power of levitation, the scriptural reference. This is from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Vijnana, consciousness. Bhairava, one who experienced the consciousness. Tantra is the method. By following the method, we all can manifest the powers of Paramashiva. This is for the power of levitation from Sutra 82, Dharana 57.
Swadeham manaksikshine Kshanatakshinashayo bhavet Asane shayane sthitva Niradharam vibhavayan Swadeham manaksikshine Kshanatakshinashayo bhavet.
Bhagavan Paramashiva says, being situated on a comfortable seat or on a bed, firmly cognize that your own body is without any support or base from anywhere. It is resting on nothing. By holding the cognition, when the mind becomes worn away, tired and worn away, then the thoughtlessness arises. Then in the instant, one becomes weightless and experiences a space beyond the mind, the space of Paramashiva. Beautifully, Bhagavan says, when the thoughtlessness arises, simply you raise into the space of Paramashiva. Gopikas were so jealous of the flute, they asked the flute, what is the secret that he holds you all the time? So the flute explains, when Krishna came one day to the garden, he asked everybody who's ready to transform themselves, ready for any change and ready to give up anything. I raised my hand, so he took me and saw that I was empty. So he took me and made a flute and I was there. But when he cut me from the tree, yes, I had to let go the whole security of what I was holding and simply I became the flute. How Bhagavan explained the Pati Pasa Pasu, how we are deluded by the attachments, and when we stop engaging ourselves in the attachment by treating the body, and when we treat the body, the attachment simply drops, and what exists as Paramashiva's grace for us to be prepared to receive the grace. Bhagavan always says all that we need to do is prepare our body. Once your body is prepared to receive the grace, immediately you will experience the grace. That is what Bhagavan is again and again telling in multiple ways, that what we have as body, we can detox the lower three chakras with all the detox program that Bhagavan has given. Many things that he has told, how Nirahara Samyama, taking the 3 herbs, Tudavalai, which is a Siddha medicine, which takes you more and more into the spiritual consciousness itself. And taking the haritaki and the neem juice, haritaki after every meal even cleans your system so that you can reflect the superconscious into your brain. The brain is real, mind it does not even exist. No point in working with the mind. So, for us to get the reflection of superconsciousness, the brain to reflect, the parasite should stop working the brain, because, as we know, science has now said 90% of your brain is run by the gut bacteria. If the gut bacteria is interfering with your life, then it is delusion. When the superconscious space directly reflect in your brain and you are able to perceive as buddhi, you are in the intelligent space of manifesting powers. So Bhagavan says, work on your body, and more you work on your body, you will understand that whatever you are perceiving in this life is not real. And it is not the way we perceive it, it exists. All this higher science starts downloading in us without any doubt and make us recognize the Paramashiva space. Par manifestation is all about making us recognize the Paramashiva space in us without the engagement of the pasa, which is continuously our attachment to the pasu, the delusion that we suffer from continuously. Bhagavan beautifully gives us the Apta Pramana of Adi Shankara Padmapada. Adi Shankara had many disciples and many stories on disciples. This Sanadana is one of the greatest story where he did deep devotion, all the sevas for everybody, and he would take care of washing their clothes and taking care of them. So all of them made fun of him that he doesn't know any Sanskrit, he doesn't know any Acharya works, he has no idea to take a class, nothing is useful except washing clothes. So Shankara thought he would show who is this Sanadana. So he calls when he was washing the clothes, when Guru's grace, he was so intensely enjoying the clothes. It said so beautifully, Raghavendra's clothes is washed by a boy. And it is a story where it says, anybody wash the avatar's clothes, you get into the intuition space and you're able to read anybody's mind. This is a famous thing. Like that, he was in such a oneness space washing the clothes of the Acharya and others. And when he was doing, suddenly he felt the intent of oneness and he ran to Shankaracharya when he called, Sanadana, please come here. In not much of a loud voice, but he was in a receiving space, so he could just listen to it and ran across and came there asking why he called him. And Adi Shankara beautifully says, turn back and see what has happened. When he turned back, then he realized the lotus flower. Whichever place he put his foot on the river, there is a lotus flower. The river Mata was holding his feet, wanted to touch the feet of the beautiful space of oneness. So she got the flowers for every feet that he placed on the water. And simply, he didn't know that he was walking on the water. The space of oneness, when the grace happens, it simply takes us to the next dimension and next possibility. How does it happen? It doesn't happen just overnight. It happens when you are so engaged with so much of reverence, gratitude, and commitment and integrity into Bhagwan's lotus feet, again and again surrendering your identity and only holding Paramashiva as your identity. When you are able to hold such a beautiful space, the grace simply happens. And how does you hold your body hold that? Is when you detox the body, work on the body and detox the body. This body is like the vehicle. When the vehicle is very fine, then you can do anything. Like for the race, how much they over take care of the tire of the whole machine so that it can go in the speed which is required. Like that, you have to detox your body to experience the oneness with Paramashiva. Beautifully, the Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramana, you can see the levitation of the object has reduced the weight of the object. 5.01 to 4.91. 10 grams nearly have reduced from the object, as you see. Now, today we are going to levitate a leaf in your palm. Now, let's get into the beautiful space of oneness. You can get bilva leaf or any other leaf. You can keep it on your hand or on a flat surface. If you're keeping it on cell phone, make sure the cell phone is switched off. Any gadgets if you're using, because there should be no vibration mode. And if you want to record, that was most beautiful, you can use the gadget, but otherwise do not bring the gadget for few minutes. If you have the Jnananjan in your locket, apply in your third eye and your temples. Now let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line and bring your awareness to the third eye. Paramashiva, all that beautiful blessing that Bhagavan has given in the satsang, amazing possibility how we can get out of the delusion and not try to fix any problem. How much ever you try to fix your delusion, it is a delusion. It can never be fixed. If you finish one, there'll be another, and then there'll be another. It's never ending. Only thing you can wake up to the reality you're going through is pure delusion. And ready to wake up to the reality, you will solve all the problem, not wait for the root shock to wake you up. That is the scary each one of us to the higher reality. Each one of us have to recognize the Paramashiva space. Rather, we do it with such a oneness space and enjoy the whole journey. So bring your awareness to your third eye. Again and again visualize and verbalize only Paramashiva, Bhagavan's satsangs and words as how he explained Pasa, Pasu and Pati. Pati, the conscious sovereignty, to experience that, going beyond the Pasa, the engagement of the delusion. Stop engaging in all the delusion. Raise yourself to the oneness space of Paramashiva. Simply he will grace and pull you out of the delusion and liberate you as Paramashiva. Now, absolute unclutching, understanding that all that exists is nothing but your own dream in a lower frequency. When you are in a higher frequency, you're going to see it in much different way and much different possibility. So intensely chant the Mahavakya, entangling with Bhagavan in the quantum space, and experience the power of levitation of the leaf in your palm. And if you experience that, you can take a picture of it or you can record it and post it at the end of the session. We'll have 2 cycles. Now, the first cycle, let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line and start chanting intensely from your navel center with a deep listening. That is the key of manifestation. So with the deep listening, start manifesting the powers of Paramashiva.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let us overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda.
So beautiful. If you have experienced the levitation of the bilba leaf or any other leaf, you can share it in the social media. All power manifestation is to recognize your own self. Bhagavan beautifully says, like you have your own glasses on your own face, but you are searching for the glasses everywhere. And finally, Guru comes to tell you, hey, you already have it on yourself. And that's all it takes. And how Swamiji said, Swami Vannada is the only word that Arunagiri Yogeshwara gave as the Guru Vak, as the blessing, as the ultimate blessing for Swamiji, Bhagavan himself, and simply that one word became the reality, experiencing the greatest truth. It is just one word that Bhagavan gives us, but for us to receive that one word is to go on preparing us. We are again and again trying to strive to catch up with that one word. In all the satsangs that Bhagavan is giving again and again, is that beautiful space for us to realize whatever Guru says is our reality. But for us to recognize that space, we have to go on again and again into our inner space by detoxing our body. Only then the listening becomes greater and we can manifest the powers of third eye to understand the higher reality. Now let's have one more cycle. Let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line and chant the Mahavakya intensely When you chant, what happens? The mantra that you are chanting from your navel center, when you have a deep breathing, the thoughts just disappear. You cannot have deep breathing and thoughts. And plus, if you're listening, you cannot have thoughts. So both of them makes you the thoughtless space and weightless space. The lesser the thoughts, you become more lighter. And simply when you are connected with an object that also experience the same thing, because you're entangling with that and Bhagavan in the quantum, so simply it can start levitating the object. And they have so beautifully, you can experience the oneness, and you can take a photo or you can take a video of that. Let's start chanting intensely from our navel center to experience the power of levitation for the cycle 2. Once it is finished, we'll share all the details with you at the end of the session. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya intensely with a deep listening and deep surrender gratitude to Bhagwan's lotus feet.
Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita-pur, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita-pur, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramam. Om Nithyananda Paramam.
So beautiful. Whatever you have experienced, please go ahead and post in tinyurl.com/power manifestation, your powerful cognition, power manifestation, or whatever you would like to experience as your reality, whatever you want to share, please go ahead and share it in tinyurl.com/power manifestation. All the prasada that Bhagwan is giving again and again for each one of us to experience the superconscious conscious sovereignty is the ultimate reality. Sharing makes us more and more alive, enriching and causing others' life as Paramashiva brings collective integrity and more makes you understand you are Paramashiva. Only if you have a doubt, world will have a doubt and manifest the doubt for you into more problems. When you are very clear, surrendering at Bhagwan's lotus feet, you do not have any question on any of the topic. World cannot present it if you do not have any incompletion about it. World is only presenting as long as you're holding any inhibition inside you. So surrender everything to Bhagwan's lotus feet. Again and again, all the power manifestation, all the self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred, and with a deep gratitude, thank Bhagwan for whatever he is showering on all of us. with a deep gratitude and earning that Paramashiva to become reality in all of us. Let's have the deep prayer for Bhagavan. And thanking each and every one of you, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. And Anne-Marie is asked about the satsang. Satsang, you have to probably ask the person who played it before. I do not have the details about that. I just want to complete for that. And you can offer the dollar. Whoever is contributing, please go ahead and contribute to Kailasha. All that contribution and sharing that we are doing is only making us more and more in the space of Kailasha. Physically doing things in action, that is what is making us more and more ready for Paramashiva to land on each one of us. So thanking Bhagavan, thanking all of you, and let's end this session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. See you at 6 p.m. in the Zoom session.